Hi everyone. Imagine you went into a classroom and you have, say, 100 students, and your task is to remember this is the class. You are the teacher and you have these students, and you have to remember their simply name and marks. You can understand how difficult it is for one teacher and one classroom. This problem is actually being solved by matrix. And this is what AI does. Yes. So yesterday we knew about what is vector. Vector has two things. First is number and second is direction. And these things are actually being stored in the form of matrix. Now let's take an example. So these are the students. Name ABC and marks are this. You can see the red arrow that is in horizontal direction. This is actually a vector of one student. Student A, marks 70, name A is a vector. Okay. And now how many vectors you have? 3, A, B, and C. And you can see row and columns in a table, simple. So horizontal is one record that is called row, and the vertical arrow you can see right now, this is called column. Okay. So this is what we have. This is how AI stores information about real life objects into its system. You got my point? So we have row as vectors, and group of these vectors are nothing but the matrix. Now you understand what a matrix is and why we need it. Now let's go for another example. We have coffee and we have tea. We know that, right? But how does AI stores this information? I told you this coffee and tea words are being converted into vectors, and now these vectors are nothing like this. You can see the arrow. The left one is coffee and it is stored in the form of matrix. You can see in the left side, the bottom one, the column you are looking and the row you are looking. So each one, this yellow one where red arrow is pointing in a horizontal direction, is one vector, and this group of vector is nothing but a matrix. So this is how, look at for the T also, yellow and white. This is how AI stores the information. Now you can relate how a real life object that is there in the form of sentence or in the form of words are actually being converted into vectors, and this group of vectors are stored in the form of matrix. And this is how AI stores the information. And once you have the information stored in a right format, after that you can do n number of operation. You can insert new thing, you can update, you can delete, you can query, you can apply any condition, and that's how AI played and plays with our real life environment. I think now you have clear understanding how everything math are actually being used into AI system. Thank you.